So do you know why I have this? Stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shannon and I go over delicious food, vegan reviews, and holistic living over 40. Now, if those are things that sound like they're interesting to you, please remember to hit that little subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so that you get notified the next time that I post a video. All right, well, today I'm so excited. It's been 2 years. I officially have been vegan for 2 years now, so it is my Veganniversary, and I thought I would take you guys along with me. So I really wanted to do something special for this Veganniversary. I didn't really do anything for my first year one, and I haven't really bought anything that is really vegan as far as like supporting local artists or vegan companies, anything branding that's saying, hey, I'm vegan, you know. So I decided to splurge a little bit, get a couple of things. I went on Etsy and I looked up different type of vegan products, and I really researched to see if there was anyone that was also, you know, not just running a vegan company, but were vegan themselves. And I did come across someone that I thought was really interesting. Her site is called Devoshion, and her name is Moore. She's been vegan for 5 years now, and she primarily does, you know, necklaces, shirts, things like that. So I decided to purchase a couple of things from her. And let's see what that is. She put some little stickers in there. That's so cool. But see that? She got that there, and some other ones there. And all right, where's the necklace? Ah, there it is. Oh, she put it in a little baggie too. All right. So let's see. Okay, good. I was hoping I didn't have to get up and get any scissors. Well, this is really pretty. Oh, cool. It's on a bale chain. So it's got the vegan symbol, a feather on it, and it's really pretty. It's got a couple different colors on there, so it can go with a few different colors of outfits on there. I don't know if you can see underneath the V, it even has a little crystal in there, so that'll be cute. Try that on. Okay, that's the right way. Cool. I like it. Okay, cool. First vegan thing. I love it. And then the next thing, get that out of the bag, is I thought it was about time I had a vegan shirt. So I got Kale Queen. And she has a couple different ones that you can choose from. And this one, it is, let's see. It's got the nice V-neck on it. I don't really like things, as you can tell, I like to wear necklaces, so I like the V-necks on that. She really communicates with you to make sure that you have exactly what you want. That's what I really liked. So for the shirts, just remember, take your favorite shirt, one that fits you perfectly, lay it down, and then measure it from armpit to armpit and times that by 2 to get the size that you're gonna need. So let me go and try this on. All right, it fits perfectly. Let's see. Kale Queen. Love the color. I love the fact that you can't see your bra through it, which a lot of the shirts nowadays, you can see your bras through it. I don't like that. I think it looks really tacky when that happens. So I am really happy with this, and I will definitely be buying from Devoshion again in the future. So let's see, I can't remember how much that was. Let me look it up. So the necklace was $35 and then the shirt was $23. So not too bad. I'm very, very happy with this. The next thing that I really wanted to do was to really look at the impact that me being vegan has had on the planet in the last 2 years. So if you guys go to the site, thevegancalculator.com, they have a calculator on there and you can put the amount of years and days that you've been in there and hit calculate and it does everything for you. So with me being 2 years vegan now, that means that I have saved 803,000 gallons of water, 29,200 pounds of grain, 21,900 square feet of rainforest, 14,600 pounds of carbon dioxide, and 730 lives of animals. So that is amazing. When you look at it like that, I'm really, really happy that I went vegan, not only for my health, but as you can see, it has greatly impacted the lives of animals and the planet. One thing that's also nice about this website is if you scroll down, it also lists a bunch of documentaries that you might want to take a look at. And I noticed a few of them I haven't heard of, so I might have to watch some of those. Don't worry, I'll go ahead and leave the link for Devoshion and for the Vegan Calculator down below. So the rest of this video is pretty much gonna be a what I eat in a day, because I figured let's take you along so you can see what I'm eating. Unfortunately, it's Friday, July 3rd, so I'm working, yay. But I do have one semi-homemade recipe for you if you stay till the end, since I am going over to Mom's house later tonight to cook for her. If you like this video so far, please remember to hit the thumbs up button and don't forget to share it with someone else. So let's go ahead and get into the food now. And I completely forgot to tape me making this, but it's my traditional breakfast smoothie. It's got 12 ounces of water. I shove in a bunch of spinach up until the Blendtec label, a scoop of protein powder. Today I used the Amazing Grass Amazing Protein Glow Vanilla Honeysuckle flavor. Unfortunately, I ran out of flax seeds, so that I would normally put in also. And then I put in a bunch of frozen cauliflower and blueberries and blended it all up. And that is going to be the first half of my breakfast today. Okay, so I know it's probably not the best, but hey, it's my Veganniversary. I want to indulge a little bit. I'm really craving peanut butter, but unfortunately my body's not accepting any type of raw nuts, roasted nuts, nut butters, anything like that. So I decided to do a Sunbutter and maple sandwich. And I don't know if you guys got to see the summer salad recipe that I did. If not, I'll put the link up above. I used a sunflower butter instead of tahini, and I'm really liking this one. Unfortunately, it's not organic, but it is at least non-GMO, and there's no sugar added in it. Tastes very similar to peanut butter, just has that little tiny bit of bitter in it from the sunflowers. So on half of it, I put that. On the other half, I put some organic maple syrup, since I don't do honey anymore. And this is going to be my second part of my breakfast. All right, so for lunch, I made some Thai coconut curry wraps, and I'm using the Hope Thai coconut curry hummus on there. And then I took some super firm tofu, put it in the freezer. Once it was frozen, I completely unthawed it and pressed it to get the extra liquid out to give it more of a chicken texture, and I topped it with some collard greens. And then for lunch, I'm going to have a couple of golden kiwis. And for a snack at work, I did get a little hungry and I grabbed a handful of potato chips that were in the break room. All right, I just got done with work and I need a quick little pick-me-up before I head over to Mom's to make dinner. And I decided to try this chocolate. It is a cashew and almond dip by Hope. It is 8 servings, 2 tablespoons, 80 calories, 2 grams of protein, 4 grams of sugar. Not as bad as I thought, okay. It's got water, cashew butter, almonds, sugar, cocoa powder, agave, vanilla, sea salt. It is really, really, really good. Oh my God, it tastes somewhere in between a dark chocolate pudding and a ganache. I only could eat 1 tablespoon before my head started to hurt from the sugar, but totally worth it. I could see someone topping like cupcakes with this stuff. All right, so I am not quite sure how well the setup is gonna be or how much you're gonna pick up Mom's fridge. It's deciding to have problems with the ice maker at the moment. But what I do is I'm going to start with a regular pan and fry up the inside or the filling first. And to do that, I'm going to use some of Mom's Chosen Foods organic chosen blend. It's got safflower oil, coconut oil, and avocado oil in it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there so that it will fry up. The base that I'm using for these is going to be the Native Forest Organic Young Jackfruit. And just make sure you drain this, and then you're going to shred it up so that it looks like this. Other things that you're going to need for this while this heats up is for the inside, I'm going to use the jackfruit, some sliced white mushrooms I'm going to chop up, and then for a little bit of color, I'm going to use the Earthbound Farm Organic. It's the Power Blend. You've seen it before in a couple of my videos. It's spinach, kale, and chard. I really, really, really love this blend. And then I'm going to add a couple of different spices to it. The first one is the Spice Hunters Organic Global Blend. It is a salt-free Mexican seasoning, and that one has in it cumin, onion, garlic, paprika, cilantro, red pepper, coriander, and oregano. And then to make it taste a little bit more like chicken, I'm going to do the McCormick's Gourmet Organic Poultry Seasoning. And for that one, it's got thyme, sage, marjoram, rosemary, black pepper, and nutmeg in there. Figure the two of those together will kind of give it a nice Mexican flavor without being a little too potent to it. So I'm going to dump in the jackfruit. No waffles, this is not food for you. There you go. Alright, so basically what I did is for the first 5 minutes I sauteed the mushrooms and the jackfruit, and if you have onions, that would be the time that you're going to put them in too. I kind of forgot until a few minutes ago. But for 5 minutes you're going to saute those 3 things, and then at that point you're going to go ahead and put in your frozen greens. And once everything's done, I'd say about 8 minutes total sauteing, go ahead and let it cool down enough so that you can test it. This is when, if you need to add any more flavorings, you're going to add some more flavors in there. If you like how it tastes, then you're going to go ahead and move on to the assembly portion of this. Okay, so what I did is I got a glass dish and put just a little bit of oil in there too so it doesn't really get crunchy. And you're going to take some of your favorite white corn flour tortillas. I just got a bag of them, and where's it? So these are the smaller ones. They're what, 6 inches? I think they're about 6 inches. And you're going to put some of the filling in them. So put some filling in there, and then, oops, that's not supposed to fall in there. Then at first what you're going to want to do is put a little bit of the enchilada sauce on the bottom of the pan. And just kind of spread it out, kind of like you would with a lasagna. Oops, made a mess. Oop, made another mess. So I'm just going to put a nice layer on there. Maybe one more scoop. Okay. And then oops, you go ahead and roll up the enchilada. I put it seam side down, and then you're just going to do a bunch of them. It's an 8x8 pan. I was only able to get 5 in there, so that'll be enough for Mom and I. There is some leftovers, so you could always do multiple pans if you wanted to, and we're just gonna pour it all over. So unfortunately my tortillas are a little dry and they're cracking. They're a little old. I needed to use them up, but they'll still work. Stop. So I do need to interject here. There are a couple of things that I would change while you're watching this video. The first thing is, please remember to microwave your tortillas for like 10-20 seconds. It'll make them fold a lot easier so they don't break. And then the second thing is, I like spicy food, but Mom really likes spicy food, and we were both in agreement that the Sprouts enchilada sauce should say spicy. It was very, very, very spicy. I would suggest not putting more than half a jar of enchilada sauce on if you do decide to use this specific brand. It also was a little too vinegary for me, so it didn't really taste like a real enchilada sauce. I mean, she even ended up, for some reason, making mashed potatoes and putting my enchiladas on top of it because she thought it was so spicy. So the recipe is still really, really good to use. I just would either tone back the amount of enchilada sauce that you're using, or unfortunately go with a different brand. All right, back to the food. The last thing that you're gonna wanna do is, I am using some Daya jalapeno, there we go, Daya jalapeno Harvati style cheese. This is a tip that I got from Nikki Vegan. She's from the Vegan View, and she said make sure you get the block cheese and freeze it before you grate it instead of using already pre-shredded cheese. The reason that your pre-shredded cheese doesn't really melt too well is because of the caking agent that they put in there, and they don't put that in the block cheese. So if you freeze the block cheese and shred it yourself, it'll melt a lot easier. And unfortunately, I forgot to do this, have Mom do this before I went to work, so it's only been in there for about a half an hour. But you just go ahead and grate it over. Okay, so once you have this done, you're gonna put it in a 350-degree oven just to kind of bake a little bit. It's been baking for about 20 minutes and everything looks pretty good. Let's see. Whoop, starting to fall apart a little bit. And I love cheese, so I'm gonna put just a little bit more on top. And then traditionally I would be sprinkling this with a little bit of cilantro, but I don't have any fresh, but thankfully I do have a little bit of dried cilantro on hand. And there we go. All right, everyone, I hope you found a couple of things in there that you really liked for food. I try and still eat really healthy during my work schedule. Sometimes I have to splurge and have a little bit of a snack. I don't necessarily cook a lot of recipes when I'm working. I have a tendency to do either really fast kind of grab and go things from the fridge, or I'll semi-homemade type of foods, as you can see with the enchiladas that I made. So a lot of different things going on there. All right, guys, so if you want any more suggestions for kind of semi-homemade type of foods, or anything that would be nice and fast for you to kind of just pop in the oven, go ahead and check out some of my food find videos, my food find semi-homemade dinners. I'll go ahead and leave that link up above. So I hope everyone really enjoyed my 2-year Veganniversary video, and thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. If, oh my God. Why will my phone not stop binging? Okay, shit, where was I? I don't remember where I was.